So I want to take a quick break and give a big shout out to my friends over at Fat Tack. And if you are a big guy like me, Fat Tack's got you covered. They've got shirts, shorts, swim trunks, hats, you name it. And they even have awesome holsters that are specifically made for bigger guys. So if you want to help out the channel, head over to Fat Tack, pick up some Chris from the 740 merch, and while you're there, check out all the other cool stuff that they offer, and check out the influencer store, because not only is Fat Tack supporting me, they are supporting a lot of other awesome content creators. Well, today we are going to do a different kind of video than what we normally do on the channel. And I have had a lot of you reaching out to me asking me, when is the 1022 clone or the 1022 build going to come back on the channel? Well, today is that day. Now, a lot of you that follow the channel know that I've been working on this project for a very long time. And I've just had so much other stuff going on, with stuff coming in for review and owning my own business. And I just really haven't had time to get this out. Now, I had a really shitty week at work, and I got up this morning and I thought, I'm going to take this out and I'm just going to shoot it. I wasn't going to film anything. I wasn't even going to get my cameras out of the truck. I just wanted to put this in the turret rest, shoot a bunch of groups with it, and just kind of unwind and relax. And that's what I've done for the last couple hours. I've got about 200 rounds on this now. I've shot probably 20 different kinds of ammo through it. Some of them have shot some pretty damn good groups. Some of them have not. Now, what we're going to do today is not necessarily a review. I don't want this to be a review video because there are so many pieces and parts to this gun that they all kind of deserve their own review. And what I thought we would do today is just kind of talk a little bit about the optic, the chassis, the barrel, the action, how this thing started and where it is now. We're just going to talk a little bit about the gun while we shoot some groups. Now, I've got a bunch of different kinds of ammo out here today. And we're going to just kind of start off with your basic bulk type ammo that you can just walk into any store and buy. And we'll work our way up to some match grade ammo. Right now, I've got CCI Blazers loaded up. And I've got 5 rounds in each side of our tandem mag here. This mag's really cool. I really like it. It's working really well. So we're just going to shoot some 5-shot groups. We'll do 2 5-shot groups with the CCI Blazer, and then we'll just keep moving on to different ammo, and we'll talk a little bit about things I love about this gun, maybe some things I don't like. We're just going to have some fun and sit here and shoot the shit. All right, we got our CCI Blazers loaded up. Let's shoot a group at the top left target. Okay, I think these are shooting way high. All right, with the Blazers, we're gonna need to come down just a little bit. Flip our mag over here and Let's go to the target right next to it. See if we can tighten these up a little bit. It definitely does not like the CCI Blazer. Now, if you've been following my channel for the last year, you've probably seen a few videos on this gun. Now, this gun actually started out as a Bear Creek Arsenal BC201. Bear Creek did send it out to the channel to do a review on it, and I already knew when I got the gun from watching other YouTube videos that the gun was not very accurate. Even though they said it had a match barrel in it, a lot of YouTube channels proved that it was definitely not a match grade barrel. But then in typical Chris from the 740 fashion, I can't leave anything alone. And I was sitting there looking at that BC201 sitting on my bench at the house, and I thought, let's just completely change everything on it and make a bench rest gun out of it. And that's what I decided to do. All right, this time we're gonna shoot a couple 5-shot groups with the Aguila Super Extra. These are the 38 grain hollow points. All right, next target is the third one to the right at the top. Here we go. Man, I don't know what happened there. We sent one high right. Well, that started off really good, and then it got really bad. Got 3 in the bullseye, but one with low right, one high right. All right, let's flip this around. This little mag from Tandem Cross is awesome. I'm really liking it. And so far, it's been feeding great all morning. Oh, there it is again, high right. Okay, well, it definitely does not like the CCI Blazer, and it does not like the Aguila Super Extra hollow points. All right, so let's dive into what all I've done to this gun. And like I said, this isn't a review. We're gonna do reviews on all the different components of this gun. The first thing we did was changed out the barrel. Now, we've got a Shaw barrel in this, and this barrel was actually sent to the channel from my buddy Ron over at Steel Valley Casting. He's one of our bullet providers for the channel. And then we did put the Tandem Cross comp out on the end of the barrel. Does it really need a comp? No, it's 22 LR, but damn thing looks cool on the end of the barrel. All right, this time we got some SK semi-auto rifle. This is some slimy ass ammo. It's hard to hold on to when you're loading it up into the mag. All right, I have noticed with the match ammo, it will shoot a little bit lower than the stuff we've just shot. All right. I might have lied. That went right in the bullseye. Wind's picking up a little bit. I think we're at about 11 miles an hour right now. But it's better than what I had last weekend when I was out filming in 20 and 25 mile an hour winds. All right, well, it's not great, but definitely better than the last 2 that we've shot. All right, we've got 5 rounds here on the other side. Let's move over to the one right next to it. That's not too bad for a brand new gun and a brand new barrel. It's not what I'm looking for, but we might be able to work with that a little bit. All right, we already talked about the muzzle brake and the barrel. Now, the next thing that we put on this was the Monstrum scope that's on here. Now, this is one of their newer lines of scopes. This is the Challenger. So far, I really like this optic. Now this particular one is a 5-30 by 56. A little bit of overkill for a 22 that I'm probably not going to shoot much past 50 yards, but really liking the optic so far. And we'll get more in depth when we do the review on the scope. All right, now we're going to shoot a couple more 5-shot groups. This time we're going to be using some Ely. This is a semi-auto 22LR bench rest precision. Definitely did not like that ammo. I still have 5 more rounds loaded up, so let's go to the last target in the middle on the right. Let's see if these will tighten up a little bit. All right, I'm going to zoom in on that. Okay. Not sure what happened with the first 5 versus that 5. But from here, at 50 yards, that does not look too bad. All right, we've talked about the barrel, the optic, the muzzle brake, and the next thing we'll dive into is the chassis on this. So this is the KRG Bravo chassis for the Ruger 1022, and everybody knows red's my favorite color, and they offered this in red. Well, I had to have it. All right, the next thing we'll talk about is the trigger in this, and this is kind of my favorite part, kind of the heart of this build. And this has the Tandem Cross Manticore trigger system in it. Now, I love this trigger system. Now, they have different variations of how you can buy this. You can buy just the trigger, or you can buy the whole trigger pack, which is what I did. This also has this really nice extended magazine release, which I really like. Now, it's not cheap by any means. In fact, it costs more than some Ruger 1022s. All right, this time we got out the expensive stuff. We're gonna try a couple 5-shot groups with the Lapua long range. Let's see how it goes. All right, wow. I'm only seeing 2 holes from back here at 50 yards, so I guess I see 3. That wasn't bad at all. Still not a 1-hole group, but we're finding some ammo that this likes. Right in the bullseye. Okay, those 4 clustered together really good, the last 4 shots. We got that one right in the middle there in the bullseye, but I think we found a couple ammos this is going to shoot very well. All right, we're back in the studio, and I must say, I am pretty happy with how things went today with this gun. As far as function goes, this gun ran flawless all day. I probably put at least 20 different kinds of ammo downrange today, and I didn't have any issues with any of it. No feeding issues, no stovepipes. Everything ran. Now, a lot of the ammo that I ran off camera, and I don't want to list it all, but we ran CCI mini mags, a couple different kinds of Winchester ammo. We ran Armscore, 2 different kinds of Aguila. There was a lot of different ammos that I ran in the first couple hours at the range today before I kicked the cameras on. Now, I was hoping out of some of that ammo we shot, I was going to get a 1-hole group at 50 yards. Now, that didn't happen, but we did have some pretty good groups. And I actually brought the target back with me. Now, our best group was with the Ely Semi-Auto Bench Rest Precision, which was this one right here. That came out to a 1/2 inch group at 50 yards. Super happy with that. The Lapua shot really well. We had this group here, which was a 5/8 group, and the last group we shot there on the bottom right corner, that was a 3/4 inch group. Now, once I got home and started looking at this target, the SK Semi-Auto that we shot, it actually shot really well. That's that group right there. That was another 3/4 inch group. And up here in the top left, this is where we started out with CCI Blazer. And that is almost right at 3/4 of an inch. So once I got this target home and started looking at it, a couple of the other ammos that I thought didn't perform as well while I was sitting at the bench didn't do half bad. Now, we still have some other ammo to test out, some of it bulk, some of it match ammo. One that I'm super excited to try out is this Lapua Center X. I got 2 boxes of this. One of my subscribers and a customer of mine, Don, actually gave me 2 boxes of this the other day when I was working at his house, and I thought that was super cool. So that's something we'll have coming up in the future. Now, I know this video was a little long, but I actually really enjoyed this video, and I hope everyone that watches it enjoyed it too. You guys are so used to seeing me doing optic reviews, gun reviews on the channel. This was kind of nice to just go, sit down at a bench, relax, and just shoot groups all morning. And I'm glad I decided to turn the camera on and bring you guys along for the ride. Well, that's all I got for you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.